Everything is gonna be all right this evening. Welcome to Exo Sports.
Dancing from Tales from the Crypt.
The hottest sports talk show in the land. We got Ryan, Aaron, Malcolm, and Terry. Don't you forget about me. My name is Emerson. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Exo Sports.
You know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You know what time it is. It's Exo Sports time. Let's get it popping. What's up, fellas?
What is going on?
I got my coffee.
Yeah.
I got some water.
Red
Let's
Bull.
rock and roll. Oh, yeah.
Only here, folks. Only at Exo Sports where you get that.
Exo Sports Talk. You better ask somebody.
Yeah, you better ask somebody, because this is not make believe. This is him on the air and off the air.
You got that right, buddy.
Yep.
That was a throwback. That was a throwback intro.
That was a throwback intro. We haven't had that one in a while. We had to go back and dig into the archives for that. Right, thank you for that, man. Let's give it up for our engineer. Woo, 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 yeah. That's our engineer. Yeah, that's our engineer.
Strike up the band. Ding dong, ding dong. Terry, how are you tonight?
I'm good, man. What's going on? Short week, you know?
Yep. Brian, how are you, little brother?
I'm good. You know, it's a little hot out today, but blessed to see another sunny day. So it's all good.
I was looking in I was at work today and I was looking in a trench, and the guy was like, I don't know if this water main is still active. I was like, it was so hot. I was like, I don't care if it's live or dead. I just want to go back to my truck and get back in the AC.
Oh, man.
By the time they got finished, I was all sweaty. I was like, Then top it off, it was dead anyway.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It's dedication, man. Dedication.
There you
go. Dedication for the paycheck. Emerson, how are you doing?
Man, I am excited, super excited. Listen, we're coming into the week of the NFL. I'm ready.
Pumped up. You ready to go?
Our listeners, if you really want to see Tales from the Crypt, go to YouTube and you can see them. Oh, my goodness. Terry, please tell them about the subscribe button.
Exo Sports would like to thank our viewers, listeners, and subscribers for their support. This is your first time checking us out on YouTube. The show is also streaming on all your favorite podcast platforms, Google, Spotify, and iHeart, just to name a few. If you want to stay up to date with our latest videos and the latest news and rumors going on in the world of sports, hit that subscribe button, press the like button, and tap that notification bell. You can also share our channel with your friends and family by clicking on that share button.
Yeah. Here you go.
Just want to go with a quick note.
What's up?
Coco Gauf becomes the first American teenager to reach the U.S. Open semis since Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Major.
Yeah.
Big ups. Congratulations.
And for the first time in the Open era, 4 Black American players reach the quarterfinals at a major tournament.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
That is awesome.
That
Kudos.
is big.
Keep opening those doors that the ones who before us paved the road. Just keep opening the doors for us.
Absolutely. So true.
And
Yeah.
I just want to send a big shout out to Malcolm, who couldn't be here with us tonight, because he always keeps us on top of all of the history of whatever
Yes.
sport we're talking about. So Malcolm, big ups to you, man, for always bringing those points and those sports history and those monumental moments to us. Thank you, Malcolm.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Want to give a quick shout out to Debbie Gamble, who's in the chat. She says, "Good evening, guys. Good evening, Deb."
Okay.
Good evening, Deb. She's always on time.
Hi, Deb.
Hey.
I'm telling you, we got to get her on the rotation.
Yeah.
She's always on time.
Oh, man.
And to our English follower, please come back. We truly miss you. I hope you're not upset with us. If you come back, we'll share a cup of tea with you. So come on back.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Back.
Matter of fact,
thank you.
World Classic hat. Can somebody tell me? Geography lesson. Where? What friends?
the question?
It looks like the Pepsi sign to me.
Oh boy. Oh, see,
what was the
that's
question?
one of those guys who was in class that didn't pay no attention.
What was the question?
What country?
What?
What country is it?
His hat. Look
The
at his
hat.
hat.
I can't see his hat.
Oh
Show him
boy.
his hat.
Let's see. Can you see the
Put it in the
flag?
camera.
Can you see the flag? T.
Oh, that's
what is it?
French.
That's France, right?
Print. There you go. All right. Yeah.
Well, who do you think I am?
Hey.
Hey,
Attention in
I
class.
said France, but I was thinking about Pepsi Cola.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Back to the corner. Back to timeout for you. Oh man.
Amen.
The USA basketball team lost to Lithuania, but beat Italy. Guys, Lithuania. Now, to my good friend Mr. K at work, who I call John Wick, and his voice would go like this: "I told you, you can't mess around with Lithuania. The brothers, we took them down."
Alrighty then.
Oh man, that's Mr. K.
That's Mr. K. All right.
Question for you guys: where are the biggest names in the NBA? Terry.
Where are they?
At home, resting, getting ready for the next season. I'll just say this, and no slight against the guys that are there, but like you said, the biggest names are there. For me as a fan, I know this is it's important, but it's FIBA. I want those guys to come back healthy so we can have a heck of an NBA season. It's a loss. I think Brian said it earlier this week. I mean, the basketball is a world game now. And you have players in the league right now that are just as talented as American players. So, tough loss. I feel like we got a group of young players. And to be honest with you, players like Brandon Ingram, he's kind of struggling because he's a ball dominant player. And you can even see it with what's his name? Jalen Brunson, another ball dominant player, where they're a little hesitant. They are young, and they're a little hesitant to kind of take control. I know Anthony Edwards has stepped up and he's that guy that says, you know what, I'm gonna take the shot if no one else will. But you see they're a little passive. Whereas when you have your big names, they really don't care who gets the shot, and they got an open shot, they're gonna take it. So a little hesitancy is kind of playing into this a little bit, but we'll see how it plays out. I mean, tough loss, but not a big deal. When it really counts is the Olympic Games in 2024. So
Yeah, that's right around the corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emerson.
Well, I'm probably going to echo some of the sentiment what Terry was saying. Basically, you have a lot of players there. They are still trying to figure out some chemistry, I think. But I don't think the chemistry is fully there with the Team USA. you have a lot of guys that are used to playing certain roles on their regular NBA teams, and now they're playing other roles with this cohesive group, trying to make this group more cohesive. Some people want to take the shot, some people may not take the shot, and then sometime you can have so many talented players where it's just no chemistry at all. So I think Team USA, that loss is definitely going to wake them up and let them know. And like Bryant said something earlier in the week in our group chat, basically the world has, they're catching up to United States basketball. And we have, as you can see in the NBA now, there's several players from several different countries that are making a major impact in the NBA. So if the United States want to win this tournament, I think they need to put their foot on the gas and not let up. And big shout out to my boy from the Los Angeles Lakers, Austin Reeves, who's been playing a major role with this Team USA.
Brian.
Yeah. Austin Reeves has been playing well. And in regards to, I know Malcolm has said earlier in the week on the group chat, he was talking about the USA sent their B team. And I don't see it as that. I see it more as you have guys that want to be there. I think if you would have brought in your superstars, I think their mindset would have been other places and not really, in tune. But these guys look like they want to be there, and they're playing well, and they're learning. And I think that's going to carry over. As Terry said, Anthony Edwards, you could just see, like, he's like, I'll take the shot. And I think that's going to carry over into the season where he's just going to blossom. Jalen Brunson, you could see he already was playing well, but now he's going to have even more confidence coming into the season. So a lot of these guys, and the rookie from Orlando, I can't pronounce his name. What is that? Say his name. Picaro. Yeah. So these guys are hungry. They're getting some value lessons on winning, being coached well. So I see it as that. But as I said to you guys, the world is caught up in basketball. It is global. You seeing players from other countries being MVPs and back to back, and so
absolutely
the league is definitely grown, which is a good thing.
They're more athletic. They play together. The European teams, they play together more than what an all-star, supposedly an all-star USA team is. And like you said, they've caught up. And if you don't bring your A game, you will get embarrassed.
Yep.
And kudos to them.
I also just want to say I don't know their names, but that Japan team, they have a point guard and a shooting guard that are the Japanese version of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Yes.
They are tough.
Listen. And he can shoot it up.
Yeah.
He can light it up from deep.
Yeah.
I was watching that.
And the thing is, you take some of the NBA stars. Well, first of all, over in Europe, they believe in fundamental basketball, jump shot, rebounding, unity. But you also have the younger kids wanting to emulate what they see in some of the all-stars that you have here. And what do? They take that to the court and they practice it. And then all of a sudden, you get one here, you get one there, and here they go to the NBA and they're going to light you up. So kudos to the European teams for playing good basketball. Saturday, guys, Coach Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes shocked the college world last Saturday, upsetting TCU.
And That's Coach Prime. That's Coach Prime.
Prime time.
Nah, he wants to be called Coach Prime, man.
Time Sanders. Boom. Period. Listen, he went out there, brought his team out there, a team that barely won 2 games last year, barely could combine for maybe 800 yards throughout the whole season. Took this team from nothing and had them play against one of the top teams last year. TCU was in the national championship game, right?
National championship, yeah.
Okay. We're talking a major powerhouse in college football. And Deion Sanders took his Colorado Buffaloes into TCU, which is a hard place to play, and he beat them. Yes, it was back and forth. It was a back and forth match, but at the end, the Colorado Buffaloes prevailed, and Deion Sanders and his son and Hunter put on a show. Put on an absolute show. So big up to Deion Sanders, bringing back some winning tradition to that Colorado Buffalo program. So big up to Deion Primetime Sanders.
Terry.
Yeah, it was amazing to see. What were they? 21-point underdogs in that game, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
You know, it was an offensive show. I think they passed for like 510 yards. You know, and you hear the names Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, but this kid, Dylan Edwards.
Yes,
he's a gem. He's a gem.
Yes.
He was part of the first recruiting class.
Yes.
He had like what 100
I
think 177 all-purpose yards, 4 TDs.
Yeah.
First freshman, I think in 20 years.
I think so. I think you're right.
Receiving TDs and rushing TD.
A rushing touchdown. Yes.
So they're gonna make some noise this season.
They're gonna make some noise.
We'll wait and see what happens to see if they can get into a bowl, but they're gonna be a problem. And
absolutely.
There's more where this kid Edwards came from. There's more. I didn't realize until today that this kid, Deion Sanders or Coach Prime, coached him in youth football. So you're gonna have a few more kids, I'm sure, that Coach Prime had coached in youth football that are gonna be on their way. And he passed up offers from Notre Dame, Nebraska, Oklahoma,
and
Wisconsin, and Oregon to come there. So watch out. They're gonna be tough.
Here we go.
Great job by Colorado. Wishing them nothing but the best for the rest of the season. Even if they don't make a bowl this season, they're going to be a problem in years to come.
Yep.
Brian.
Yeah, and all that stuff y'all just said right on, and I'm going to go a little bit more into the culture and what Deion has done, our Coach Prime has done, regarding. To me, he's somewhat of modern day Ali in regards to he say things that they don't expect us to say. People don't expect us to say. He do things the way he wants to do it, and they don't expect us to do it. And he's getting results with that, and he's winning. And one thing I have to say about Deion, when he was in the league, I always thought he was just flashy and buoyant. But as you hear comments from other players that played with him, he was a student of the game. And he also was a businessman. So he was able to separate the two, but still make it work. And what he's doing, he's trailblazing the game for other opportunities. As me and Aaron was on the phone one day after watching that game, I think it was a Saturday or it might have been Sunday. I think it was Saturday. But what was on ESPN? It was a swag game. And it was on ESPN, primetime. And you didn't get that before. So he left, and look what the trail that he's blazed already.
It was on the NFL Network.
Oh, it's NFL Network. Okay. Yep.
NFL Network.
Okay.
Yep.
So it just goes to show what he's doing, because I remember people saying, "Oh, why he leaves so early? Why he do this?" He said he has a plan, and his plan was not to, just stop there. He wanted to do other things, and he's doing it.
Prime time.
Yeah.
Prime time.
For me, kudos to Dion,
Coach Prime.
Coach Prime. Coach Prime.
You gotta. You don't say Sabian, as he said. You don't say Sabian.
Yeah, I'm not a Nick Saban fan. So for me, this, like you just said, it just opened up another door, because what happened was Colorado last year in 3 games couldn't muster up 400 yards. And now Coach Prime comes his first year, and he gets 500 yards in 1 game.
Major.
The second major thing is,
That's major.
he was able to take college African Americans from black colleges over to the top college and be able to win. TCU, everybody was like, he can bring those kids over if he want. They're going to get embarrassed. And so it was supposed to be an embarrassing moment for Coach Prime in Colorado, Buffalo's program, that they were going to get shellacked down there in TCU. And it wind up being the reverse. They win, and now the reporters are got to go, oh, crap. The college coaches are got to say, oh, crap. Because that roster that Dion had was supposed to get shellacked. They were not supposed to be in the game. They were not supposed to win the game. They were supposed to get blown out by TCU, and they had their questions ready for Coach Prime. So, what happened with your plan for today against TCU? It seems like it didn't work out, Coach Prime.
Well, Aaron, what I like what Dion's response was when he had a few questions that they asked to him after the game. All he said was, "Do you believe me now?"
Yeah.
Do you believe me now? I love it.
And the people who said stuff about him, I'm keeping receipts. I keep receipts. And one more thing too, Aaron. As you mentioned about the players, I don't think he even realized it, but his son, the quarterback, Shador, has also opened eyes in regards to players. They come from the SWAG. Now they might get an opportunity to get looked at in the draft, or just get a call out to go to a combine, because he played like a top quarterback in the league.
500 yards.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You're now going to see, if these kids continue to produce throughout the year, you're going to see coaches from big colleges go down there and tell the kids, jump in the portal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the portal is wide open now.
Yeah.
The portal is wide open.
Yeah.
He just opened, Coach Prime just opened it up where that, wait a minute. You saw what this kid did on film? You saw what that kid did on film on defense, offense? Hey, wait a minute. We got, hey, you, the scouting team, go down there and check some of these kids out.
No. Great win for Colorado.
Yeah. Kudos for Coach Prime. Kudos for Colorado. And you know what? I hope he can make it through the season. Coach Prime.
What do you mean?
Because he was going through some medical problems before the game with his feet.
In that aspect. Okay.
Yeah. And so, I hope because, if you're having problems the first game of the season, that's warm. That's warm going down to Texas right now. Come November in Colorado, it's going to be cold.
Yeah, well, we all wish the best on that.
Maybe he can coach from the booth at that time when it gets a little colder. And it's nothing like having him on the sideline, but just that pep talk before they go in, and then if he's up in the booth, and so.
Yeah, let's it's sad. Something like that.
We wish him well.
Yeah,
the talent. Yeah,
we wish him well.
Guys, the NFL is kicking off the NFL season, starting off Thursday night game.
Yes, it is.
With the Chiefs versus the Lions.
And just before we jump into that, Aaron, I just want to talk about Florida State beating LSU, still talking about college football, and talking about Duke beating a major powerhouse in Clemson.
Duke, yep.
That was major. Duke just jumped into the rankings, and that's major. And Florida State kind of embarrassed LSU.
Transfer portal changed everything.
I just wanted to throw that in there before we went into the NFL, because I know that we're going to be there for a while, but I just wanted to throw that in there. So
we're going to be in the NFL for a day.
Yeah. I just want to pop that in there.
So we're gonna start it off with the Chiefs versus the Lions. Terry, what do you see?
Lions have a good team, but the Chiefs have come into this preseason like they haven't lost a beat from last season. I'm expecting a massacre.
Wow,
I'm expecting a massacre. Thursday night, they're gonna come in, and the Lions have a good team, but Chiefs are on a different level. They've been playing like that during the preseason. They've got an upgraded offensive line, and they have some new weapons on offense. So I'm expecting it's not gonna be pretty.
Wow.
Spoken like a true Niner fan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man. Ease up, T. Emerson.
Listen, I'm going out on the limb, and I'm going to stay out there all year long. The Detroit Lions will upset the Kansas City Chiefs to start the NFL season off. I'm saying it right here on XO Sports Talk. Say what you want about the Detroit Lions. Say what you want about the Kansas City Chiefs and all their high-powered offense and everything that Mahomes can do. We're not taking anything from that. But this Detroit Lion team, I'm telling you, you better watch out for them. They're going to upset the Chiefs on Thursday night. You heard it right here on XO Sports Talk.
Well, you can say that from the top of your roof of your house and then fall off because Lions ain't beating no Chiefs.
XO Sports Talk, upset of the week.
Okay, all right. And I'm going to say because
then come next week you'll be working, so we won't be able to find you.
Well, I'll give him credit though because he did call him out last season. He was talking about watch out for Detroit.
If you had to go defense to defense, who would you take?
Well, as I was going to say,
I'm going to go around the table, and I'll start with Brian. If you had to go defense to defense, who would you take, Chiefs or the Lions?
Well, going off of last year, I'm going to have to take the Chiefs. But that's why I want to watch this game because the Lions have drafted a lot of players and picked up a lot of players. So I want to see how that defense plays because we know the offense is going to be there. I want to see how the defense does. So,
right, Terry.
I mean, I gotta go with what I know. Like Brian said, I'll go Chiefs defense, but there is some talent on that. I'm not taking the Lions for granted. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying for this Thursday night, the Chiefs they're gonna Swiss cheese that defense.
Terry, you look a little sleepy. Emerson.
Listen, Dan Campbell, they will run through a brick wall for him. They will do whatever it takes. They'll walk over a coal of fires for them. They'll walk on a bed of nails for him. He's a coach that knows how to get the best out of his players. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care what's on the other side, who they're facing.
Like the
you might be
teacher,
better than
like
me.
the teacher would say in class, just answer the question.
Here's the question. The Lions are going to beat the Chiefs on Thursday night.
I didn't ask you that. All I asked you was for whose defense is better, Chiefs or Lions?
I like the Lions defense better.
Show up if we think the Lions don't win.
I like the Lions defense.
Oh, the Chiefs lineman, defensive lineman, is he gonna play?
Remember, Jones is out. He's out. They got a holdout problem over there.
Yeah, because he's not
Chris Jones.
Yeah,
they got a problem out there.
That's their best defensive lineman.
Okay, now going back around the table again. Terry, do you see Gauf playing at a high level like Mahomes?
He very well could, but if you're gonna get into a scoring match, I gotta take the Chiefs all day.
Doesn't have to.
Okay, Brian.
I'm not comparing Gauf to Mahomes. I'm not doing that. Okay. So that's the question is kind of diluted.
I don't like the question.
Yeah, you got to rephrase that another way.
You don't like the question because there's no candy in it. It's just straight medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Emerson.
I'm listening.
I just want you to answer the question. Mahomes or Gauf?
As far as this game right here,
who would you take? Yes.
Who would I take? Because I already picked the Lions.
Who would you take? Gauf?
I'm taking Gauf because all he has to do is drive the car. He doesn't have to do anything spectacular. Drive the car. I'm not going to get into a debate about who's better with all their athletic abilities and all of his accolades that Mahomes. We know Mahomes is a better quarterback, pound for pound. But in this game, Gauf will drive the car and bring his team to a victory.
He's sentiment on it too.
Well, now my next question to you is this. Andy Reid or the coach of Detroit, when it comes to preparing for the first game of the season, who would you go with? Terry?
I got to go Andy Reid. I'm just going off of what I know.
Mm-hmm. Brian?
Oh, that's Andy Reid, man. You just going coach for coach.
No. I said preparing for one game.
Well, that's the coach. Eh?
Yeah.
All right.
Emerson?
Andy Reid.
This game, Dan Campbell, he will have them ready to play against one of the best coaches in the league.
Yeah. Okay. That says it all. You're
all
a man on a boat by yourself.
You predict, all right.
You know those Viking movies? You know those Viking movies where you see the boat going out to sea and it's a dead person and then they just take an arrow with a flame and it just torches the whole boat and it goes off. There's you, buddy. You're all alone on that boat.
All alone, huh?
You may be alive, but you're swimming back. Because no, I just have to go with Andy Reid to prepare for one game. I think Dan Campbell will have his guys up to play, but I don't see Gauf being able to go dime for dime with Mahomes.
So he doesn't.
But to be the man, you gotta beat the man.
And that's the bottom line. Very well put.
But he doesn't have to go pound for pound with him. Drive the car and don't have an accident with it. That means, and what we're saying, folks out there in Radio Land and on YouTube and everywhere else, don't throw the interceptions. Don't get into bad situations.
Yeah.
That's what we call driving the car and put it back in the parking lot.
I agree with you.
He doesn't have to throw for 400 yards because Mahomes is going to throw for 400 yards. Mahomes could throw for 400 yards and still lose the game.
Yeah,
we've seen that happen.
Yeah, and I just got my lunch money on the Chiefs.
Okay, all right.
Game
Well,
management.
Thursday we'll find out. Thursday is right around the corner.
Situational football, game management, situational football. We don't know what might happen on special teams, breakdown in offensive line protection, anything.
Yeah, I don't know, because if I did know, I would have hit the Powerball and I wouldn't be doing the show right now. I'd be rich somewhere on an island.
Yep.
But I'm not rich, and so now I'm right back to reality. Jaguars at the Colts. Before I begin, I watched on Roku the NFL draft, and it was really entertaining. And, for once, they showed Roger Goodell behind the scenes, and some linebacker who was draft number 4 or number 3, I can't remember the number, for the Houston Texans, picked up Roger Goodell and just got him about maybe a foot off the ground. And Roger Goodell went back behind the scenes and he says, "My back is killing me. I didn't expect that kid to grab me that way, so I didn't brace myself." And he's huffing. He goes, "Whew, I hope I'm able to straighten out my back." And he had an ideal of some of the kids that were getting ready to come up, and they were telling him, he says, "Okay, this is a big guy coming. Okay, I'm ready." And he went out there and he said a name, and here comes one brother walking out there happy, and he picked him 3 feet off the ground.
Don't worry, he make enough money to get his back right.
Stephen Jones said, "Oh, he's going to be hurting tomorrow with that one. He's definitely going to be hurting." And I never really knew, because I would just tell these kids, "Look, you're shaking my hand. We're going to take a photo and you go make your money. But if you get in trouble, I'll suspend you." So I'm the law.
Yeah.
Stay out of trouble. But I give him credit. He's a big boy, but yeah, he's only got about maybe one more year doing that, and it'll be just a handshake.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. You see those guys get their lifelong dreams fulfilled. Yeah, they're excited.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Because the Colts general manager, he was playing hardball, that he was like, "Nope, okay, I'm going to fall down, but I'm not going to move out of this position because I want the quarterback that I want." And it was pretty interesting to see that, because for the first time you had Jerry Jones say it was the first time they ever let cameras into their war room for the NFL draft. So it was pretty good. If you guys get a chance to watch it, check it out. But back to the predictions.
Yeah.
Jaguars at the Colts. Let's go with Emerson.
I'm going to Jaguars. This is the year that this team is going to make some noise. And we know the Colts are going through all kind of turmoil there in their organization. Jaguars are my pick.
You don't think the kid from Florida, Richardson, is going to?
Not yet. Not yet.
And he only played 14 games or first.
Yeah, he's not ready much in college. He didn't play much in college.
Not ready. Not yet.
Terry.
Jaguars. They're my pick last year to make some noise, and I see them making some noise again. Like Emerson said, this year, Colts are they're going through a transition, and their owner might need an intervention, but we'll see how it plays out. But Jaguars.
Brian.
The Colts aren't going to be a bad team. They're just not ready yet. I think the quarterback needs, some more game time experience. Them not having their best running back is going to kind of hurt as well. But he has legs, so he'll be able to move. But I think Jacksonville, if they can build off of how they played last year, they should win this game handedly, and I think they will.
Yes.
It was interesting to listen to the Colts general manager about Richardson. He said, I'd rather fail with Richardson drafting him. He says, I can live with that. He said, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself if he had went to another team and I just watch him turn into a star.
Yeah.
He said, that would eat me up.
Okay.
So with that said, I'm going with Jacksonville. Because
Trevor Lawrence is becoming a superstar. He's going to be a superstar quarterback in this league.
Trevor Lawrence, the good thing about him right now is he's young. He's still under his first year contract. Not first year, but his first contract.
Rookie contract.
Rookie contract, first contract. The thing about that is you can spend money in other places before you have to start paying him money, and then you start losing players. And they have a real good offensive line. So I think they'll be able to protect them, and I see them winning in Indianapolis. So I'm going with Jacksonville. Dolphins at the LA Chargers. Terry.
I'm gonna go Dolphins. I think they'll come up. They'll play well. And they'll perform. They'll beat the Chargers. I see the Chargers coach doing taking a chance on something fourth and 30 or something like that. He'll go for
it. Emerson.
Well, I'm actually going to go with Miami as well, because I think that Kellen Moore offense is kind of complicated, and it's going to take a little time for the Chargers to kind of finagle. So I'm going with Miami on this game.
Brian.
This should be a good game. This should be a really good game. Exciting. Offensively, you're going to see a shootout. But I think everybody's been waiting to see, because to me, Miami is the modern day version of the greatest show, even though they play on grass. People would say on turf. They just got speed everywhere. And I don't think the Chargers is going to be able to handle that. But they can slow the game down some. I think they have a chance. But I am going to go with Miami.
Okay.
And what up, Pete? Is in the chat too. Petey Pablo's in there. I know he is a Cowboy fan. Yeah.
Pablo.
I say this from the beginning. I don't understand why Miami did not go after Aaron Rodgers.
With all that,
I don't believe in Tua.
I told you that Colt is.
Rodgers
doesn't want to be coach, man.
He wants to do what he wants to do. I can't wait.
And maybe Rodgers didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
That talent with Miami, I think it would have been nasty just to see Tyreek and Rodgers. I think that would have been awesome to watch. But
I like Tyreek and Tua.
I'm not sold on Tua, so I am going with the Chargers.
Yeah. Okay.
Now.
And we got Stephanie said, "What's up to everyone from Cape Cod?"
Up?
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod's in the house.
Cape Cod is in the house. Hey.
Howdy.
Hey, how's the weather in the Cape? How's the weather in the Cape? Yeah, let us know how it's feeling. Yeah.
What's a good vacation spot, Stephanie?
Good vacation spot.
How about some seafood?
Yeah, it would come down to food. Yeah, you would
seafood and grits.
Hey, I'm eating something healthy, man. I'm gonna eat something healthy, man.
Yeah.
Real shrimp.
Give me a little salmon, man. I want a little salmon.
There you go.
49
Yeah,
is
it's warm out there. Okay. Yeah, let's come up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you for later on, Terry. I want to rough you up a little bit. Emerson.
Listen, I'm rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. First of all, the 49ers are in the NFC.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
Whenever an AFC team plays an
Whenever a
NFC team,
jinx.
I go with the AFC team. It just happened to be the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. I just want to see this tight end from Georgia. I want to see him play. The big tight end that Pittsburgh drafted, I believe, in the 3rd round, Darnell Washington. I so wanted the Cowboys to draft him. I'm still mad at Jerry Jones for not taking him. And I know Malcolm is going to say, maybe he wasn't a good fit. I don't care. That mass of a man, that mountain of a man on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, you run behind him. I don't care who knows if it's coming or not. You can't teach that size. And for a man to be able to move that agile at his size, I'm just anxious to see what Darnell Washington is going to do for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking Pittsburgh this week to beat Terry's 49ers.
Ooh, calling shots.
Brian.
Yeah. Well, good. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Oh, man. What the? Hold on,
Nah,
man.
I was looking at something.
You don't even know what's going on. What's going on here? What the heck? We were talking about going to Disney World.
Oh, man.
49ers at Pittsburgh.
Wow.
49ers at Pittsburgh. See, and it was my team, too.
Wow.
But I had to give a shout out. Stacy from the UK said, what's up to everybody?
Stacey, I'm glad you're back, Governor.
Hey, Stacy, how are you?
Yeah. How's the weather out that way?
The
Yeah.
engineer is trying to figure out what are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
12.
So now I gotta get my focus. There we go.
That's 1 o'clock in the morning, correct?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
in England.
Oh,
Yeah.
a shout out again.
Hey.
Give a
Shout
double
out.
shout outs.
England,
Yeah.
we love y'all, everybody from
That's
all
a
over the world.
5-hour difference.
From all over the world, we
Yeah.
love y'all.
Thank you
Just
so
getting off
much.
work. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, sure. And now on to the game. The game of the game of the week. You know, Steelers, black and yellow all day. But I expect big things from us this year. I expect Kenny Pickett to show a big step in his second year. I saw progressions in his first, which I told Aaron about. I liked his pre-snap reads and the way he gets rid of the ball quickly. Aaron always keeps telling me he doesn't have a strong enough arm. I'm telling him
Yep, go ahead.
there's Drew Brees. There's people, as long as they know where they're going with the ball, they can get it there.
Exactly.
That just helps. But the Niners, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna give us some fits. So it's gonna be a workout for our defense as well to kind of contain them. But I think we are ready. I think we're gonna do big things this year. And I'm taking the Steelers to win this one.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
Wait, is Bosa playing?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
They don't know yet.
Still
Might
holding
catch a
out, right?
He ain't
Right,
practiced yet.
hold
He's
out.
been holding out.
Yeah, he's not in game. He's not in game shape.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, no.
TJ Watt did that 2 years ago and came in the game. They got that deal done in the
Ooh, but there's a
11th hour.
difference. I'm sorry, Terry. He was still at he was at training camp,
Okay.
and what he did was they didn't want to play him because they didn't want to pay going into the season if he got hurt. If he got hurt during preseason games, they didn't want to pay for that because you don't get paid during preseason games. So Pittsburgh was like, you can work out, you can go to the film.
I believe Bosa's working out. I believe
But
he's
there's a
somewhere working
difference.
out.
There's a difference
Yeah.
in your conditioning coach personnel at the stadium than you doing your own personal workout
Mhm.
at home. And so TJ Watt was still at the stadium, not at the stadium because they do it at a college. Pittsburgh always takes the whole football team during training camp and they go off to a college and you can't leave.
Mhm.
And so you work out there. So
Yeah.
So Terry,
Yeah. I'm
Do you
going
feel
night.
lucky?
What do you want me to say? You want me to say, oh, the Steelers are you, or you
Yeah,
want me to
like
say
great.
I'm shaking, I'm scared? No, we're the Niners. We're a resilient team.
Uh,
We've been here. We've been down men before, and we battled like we
Next
always
man
do.
up. Next
And
man
let's
up.
not forget, we have one of the best linebackers in the game that's going to be lurking,
mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
your quarterback. Don't worry, we're going to disguise some coverages. It's not going to be that easy. The only thing that I don't like is George Kittle's battling a groin injury right now. He might
Yep.
not be available. Might not
Yeah.
be available. But
All
it's
of that.
okay.
All of that.
Preach.
It's okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Next man up.
Next man
Nah.
up.
Say next man up.
I always been saying that.
Yeah.
I see. I'm glad we got the 49ers the first game of the season,
Yeah.
because it usually takes an NFL team about 4 to 5 games before they're conditioned to play the regular season. And so to me, this game is who's more prepared coming out of a preseason and training camp. So I'm hoping that Pittsburgh can catch the 49ers off guard, get a win, and send you guys back to San Fran saying, oh man, if they were lucky, if we had, if we were a little bit better off in conditioning, breathing in oxygen, going back. That's what I'm hoping for, because I'll be honest, if it was probably week 10 in the season, I would go with the Niners. But
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
no, I would, because for the simple
Always going
fact,
against the grain.
Pittsburgh showed last year against Cincinnati. Pittsburgh won the game, but it wasn't that they were better than Cincinnati. It's just that Cincinnati was tired. And Pittsburgh, and if you remember, TJ Watt got hurt in that game,
Mm-hmm.
and Cincinnati came back because
Yeah.
Pittsburgh was just sacking them left and right in that game.
Yep.
And then when TJ Watt left, all of a sudden, Burrow had more time to throw the football like he was Joe Namath. So I hope that Bosa doesn't play. I hope Kettle gets his groin straightened out by, next week. And Pittsburgh, beat them. The fans go crazy. And we go, here we go, Pittsburgh. Here we go.
Yeah.
So I got Pittsburgh winning against the 49ers 27-21.
Oh, he calling numbers. He calling out numbers. Oh, okay.
I don't think he's going to be able to put up that many points, but we'll see.
Wow.
Yep. Eagles at the Patriots. Terry, let's go with you again.
I'm going Eagles. I see the Eagles picking up right where they left off last year.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't even think of his name right now.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is only going to be much better this year than he was last year. He's probably the only quarterback I've seen first Super Bowl perform the way he did, calm, cool manner, other than Joe Cool. I just don't see the Patriots. It's going to take them a while to get what they have going over there, in my opinion. They do have a cornerback that they picked up in the draft that's supposed to be really good, but he's not going to be ready. Not this game.
Okay.
Emerson.
I'm going with Philadelphia. I hate to say it. They're going to beat them. They're going to beat them bad. And Zeke Elliott is not going to be a factor. He'll have about 40 yards rushing, somewhere around there, maybe 10, 15 touches. I don't think he'll be a major factor. I'm going with Philadelphia big over the Patriots.
Brian.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm gonna take Philly over that. Until New England kind of prove that they're on the way back, because they have definitely taken a couple of steps back from the way you would normally see a Belichick team. So you want to see some forward progress with them. Which I was surprised they got rid of their other quarterback, the Zappy.
Something like that.
Yeah. I thought he played, if not as better than the one they drafted, but yeah. So I'm taking. I'm taking Philly. I think Philly will beat them.
Yeah, I'm going Philly. I hope they stomp the Patriots right into the ground.
Yeah.
Stomp them right in the ground. I have no love for the Patriots at all. Yep.
Yeah.
Moving right along to the big dinner.
Yeah. The two things before you do that, we'll give a shout out to Megan from Tennessee.
Megan! All the way from Tennessee.
And Stacy said that women's football is getting big right now. I guess that's out in the UK. I have to check that out.
Okay.
I guess we have
flag football.
I don't know exactly what. I don't know. I don't know how.
Stace, let us know if it's flag football.
Give us a couple teams that we should be looking at.
Or is that football
watching
over there would be like what? That's not soccer? I don't know.
I think she would have to be saying football because women's soccer is already big over there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, let us know, Stace, because I'm confused.
Yeah. I hope the Eagles just fly right over them and take the Patriots hat and their musket and shoot at them. I guess. Oh man, Cowboys and the Giants. It is time for the lights to go down on Sunday. Yeah, okay. I don't know where the coyote come in, but okay. Cowboys at the Giants. I'm going to go back with Terry because I'm going to save Emerson for last. Woohoo!
This is a must-win for the Cowboys going into week 1. It's a must-win because if you lose this game, the building's on fire. Jerry Jones might just put Trey Lance in. But I'll say this. I got the Cowboys winning. And like I always say, it's always about Dak. Nobody else. It's about Dak. But I'll give the Cowboys. I'm going to say I put a score on this one. 17-10 Cowboys.
There you go.
Ooh.
Wow, that was too close. Brian.
Go to Emerson.
Oh.
Okay. Well, tell me how you really feel. Emerson.
Come on now. How about them Cowboys? Listen, we going to come out and we going to put the whole NFL on notice when we beat them Giants. I'm telling you, get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready because it's going to be one of them nights and you're going to say, I turned the game off. Brian, you're going to probably be saying, I turned the game off at third quarter because we're going to be up that big and we're going to blow them out. Trust me, we're going to have at least 2 turnovers. We're going to have at least 2 turnovers. That Dan Quinn's defense is going to rattle Daniel Dimes, Daniel nickels and quarters. They're going to rattle them. I'm telling you right now. And Parsons said he's a hungry lion and he's coming. Watch out. Here come them boys. Cowboys.
Ooh, them boys. Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Brian.
Because it's hard for me to root for the Cowboys. Man, it's hard for me to root for the Cowboys. But know what? Nah, I'm going with the Cowboys. I can't. Giants. I want to see them do some more building blocks. They build off of last year, but I think Parsons is gonna cause them havoc back there. So I got to take the Cowboys.
You know he is.
Yeah.
Big game for the Cowboys. Week 1.
Yep. Division game. Yep. Big game. Big game.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't have Aaron Rodgers. You got Dak.
Everybody, relax.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna relax after you just. Yeah. Okay. Cowboys and the Giants. Cowboys is a better team, unfortunately, and they beat the Giants Sunday night.
Yeah.
Case closed. End of
Spoken like a
story.
true sportsman. It hurts to say it
Is
when you
that
don't
your
like
final answer, Aaron? Is that your final answer?
I have no other choice.
it.
I have no other choice. I'm not going to sit here and give the Giants credit for something. You know, if the Giants beat the Cowboys, I'll be the first one to come on next week and trash the Cowboys on how they sucked Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
But the weather is still going to be warm.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's going to be football weather because a cool front is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
It is?
We got it's going to be I think it's something like Thursday, Friday.
It doesn't matter.
Rain, and then it's going to get cool.
Oh, that's
doesn't
in New
matter.
York? That game is in New York?
Yes, New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're working on certain things, and you hope that you can get a win out of it, and so we'll see what happens. Now, making his debut on Monday Night Football
Dun, 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 dun.
as number 8,
Dun, 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 dun.
Aaron Rodgers
Woo!
playing the Buffalo Bills.
What a
Wow, they're gonna make some money in New Jersey this week.
game.
Yeah. They got 2 big games.
You got
Yep.
2 games.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Show me the money.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Bills at the Jets. Emerson.
Buffalo, 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 Buffalo.
Okay, you sung in a church choir when you were a kid. Congratulations. Give yourself a cookie. That's it? You just gonna sing Buffalo,
Hey,
Buffalo?
The Bills
Yeah.
all day, man. I'm sorry, the Bills all day. I'm telling you, I just think they're ready to make another leap this year. You got Diggs, you got Josh. They got a whole stable of excellent players on both sides of the football, and I see Aaron Rodgers on Monday night yelling at offensive linemen, yelling at offensive coordinators, and yelling at the coach. That's what I see, and I see the coach yelling back at him. So I'm gonna go out on the limb and say this, okay? Don't be surprised at some point during this season, that coach benches Aaron Rodgers to make a statement because he's a no-nonsense guy, and he's not going to just let Aaron Rodgers disrespect him like that. Trust me.
Okay. We'll be looking out for that. Terry, please.
I'm gonna go with the Jets in this one. Still not convinced that the bromance over in Buffalo with Diggs and Josh Allen is patched up. But this is a home game for the Jets. Big game. Their players are going to be amped up. We already know the defense is tight. But this game is going to come down to the Jets offensive line. If they can protect Aaron Rodgers, it's hard to bet against that bad man. So I'm not going to do it this week. But I got the Jets winning. Trouble brewing in Buffalo.
Brian.
Yeah, I predicted before last week, I said Buffalo. I thought they was gonna be in trouble. Now I'm gonna stand by that, and I'm gonna take the Jets in this game. I am looking forward to see Sauce going against Diggs. I'm looking forward to that because they both,
that's a great matchup.
They both got that kind of game where they are not bashful about talking. So that's gonna be a good matchup. So I'm taking the Jets, and quick before I throw this over, Emerson, I guess this question will be towards you. Phil did ask, what did you think about the Cowboys' new running back?
The deuce is loose. Watch out, baby. The deuce is loose. I was going to take, since you said it, Phil, I was going to say it later on in the show as we were going off, but I'm going to say it now. The deuce is loose.
Yeah.
Deuce all about that.
That's what we
all
talk
about that.
Yeah, the deuce is loose. Dak, deuce. Yeah. Bills at the Jets. I'm going to have to go with the Bills. I didn't like the idea that they didn't play Aaron Rodgers that much in the preseason. They held
Why?
him back. Huh?
Why would you play him?
Well, if Aaron Rodgers was playing the same guys that he had last year, then the chemistry, you just have to warm it up, tune it up.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're going to a new team, different system.
Yep.
And so the timing is going to be off some. And you know what happens with the timing being off with Rodgers? He starts popping his chin strap, looking at you like, why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do that?
I'm loving it. I can't wait to see
And
it.
so
He'll be yelling at everybody on the sideline.
I don't see him getting comfortable with the offense until maybe game 6. But then by then it could be too late because I think that's going to be a real tight division. Guys,
Yeah.
that's all we have for today.
Yeah.
So, Terry, if you please tell them about that subscribe button.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in or listening in, watching tonight's show. Again, hit that subscribe button so you can get notifications when we come on. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Want to give another shout out to Stacy, Megan,
All right.
for tuning in. Stephanie as well. So, Stephanie, definitely, I'm looking for a nice vacation spot down in the Cape.
That's it.
You want to hit that spot?
But thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be back
Thank you,
next
everybody.
week. A lot of bold predictions tonight, so we'll be back to see how those play out.
And we'll see who's eating the crow.
Yeah.
Yahtzee.
Good night, everybody, and God
Good night,
bless.
everybody.
Good night,
and
everybody. Thank you
good
for
seeing
tuning
everybody.
in. Exo Sports Talk.
That's
I
what
got
we
one
Governor.
do.
flag back.
Look,
Oh.